In this tutorial, I will be teaching you on how to create a JLabel, a JButton, and JPanels. First, let's create the JLabel. So, yes, import javax.swing.jlabel. Once you get done with that, we have to make an object universal. So type in JLabel, JL for the variable. So yeah, we set this as universal so all methods can use this. And we'll be using that in the constructor. I mean. Alright, well now let's use the variable JL equals new JLabel. Let me explain to you what JLabel does. JLabel is the GUI version of the system.out.println. So this right here prints out the text onto the screen. So this is pretty good to use. And inside this parentheses, this is where we type in our message. This is the message. We're not done yet though. We have to add this object or this statement right here onto the JFrame. If we don't add this onto the JFrame, then this right here will be pointless, or would be pointless, I mean. So you got to use the add and the variable JL. So this right here tells Java that we want this message to be added onto the JFrame, meaning the window of the program. So let's run this. And you can see the message on the left side of the program. If we use JPanel with the message, then we could tell Java that we want this message somewhere else, like on top or bottom. But we'll go over that later. Now let's work on the JButton. We also gotta import a library in order to use the JButton as well. JButton. We also gotta add an object. So the variable will be JB. We'll have to do the same thing like we did with the JLabel. So type in the variable JB for the button and set it equals a new JButton. Alright, well obviously the JButton creates a button. And we can also type in text onto the button, like press me, etc. Or you could add an image onto this button. But for now, let's just add a text onto the button. And that's going to be press me. Press me. And we also got to add this to the JFrame. JB. This right here will look weird without the JPanel, and you'll see. So here you go. As you can see now, the whole screen has been taken over by a button. And this looks weird. And we do not want that. So we have to make the JPanel in order to fix this. Alright, well now let's import the JPanel library so we can use it. Java x.swing.jpanel. Okay. We also got to make an object for the JPanel. JP. And let's make this on right here. Let's use a variable and set it equal to the new JPanel, and you don't have to have you don't have to add any text inside of this parentheses. Instead of adding this message onto the JFrame, you'll be adding this on the JPanel, or JP dot, because we were using the variable from the JPanel, JP. And JPanel is basically like a table that keeps information like this right here, for an example. We can also tell the JPanel to where to be positioned at. So this is a good thing to have JPanel. And we also gotta add the JPanel onto the frame. So type in JP. So basically what we did here is that we store this message under the JPanel, and we want to add this JPanel onto the JFrame, meaning the window of the program. So yeah, this is good right here. Actually, hold on. We also gonna add the JPanel onto this or we're also gonna add this JButton underneath this or onto the JPanel. I mean, so instead of adding that there, we just add this one right here, JP. And we got to make sure that this right here is added on top, or not on top, onto the JPanel. And we added the JPanel onto the frame. So yeah, let's run this. Yep, we have the two things inside a single JPanel. Now let's make two JPanels now. So let's make another, or JPT or JP2. I mean, okay. JP2 is equals to new JPanel. Again, we don't have to add anything inside of this parentheses. And then now change to JP1 to JP2 because we want this button to be added onto the second JPanel. And we want to add JPanel 2 onto the frame of the Java program. And we gotta make sure that we have another add function for the JPanel 1, so we can add the first JPanel also on the JFrame Java program. Alright, well, everything looks good, so let's run it and see what happens. Yep, you can see two JPanels onto each other. So we had to move one of those JPanels on a different position. So when you add the JPanel to the JFrame, we also can add information to Java by saying that we want this panel to be positioned somewhere else. So use this syntax, border layout, and then dot, and let's use south. And what south means is that we're going to place the button on the bottom of the JFrame. So you'll see what happens right now. See, we have two different JPanels on a different position. On different positions, I mean. So yeah, that's pretty good.